Friday, June 22nd. It is pelting down rain all day, so that means it must be the day I get back on the trail. It's day 73. I turned in my rental car this morning. There was a ding on the rear bumper. I have no idea how it got there. So I had to file a claim with USAA and pay Enterprise the $300 uninsured motorist deductible, since we're calling it a hit and run. So that delayed me getting on the trail a little bit. I got dropped off by Enterprise at 9:30 and I'm slogging my way up the trail. It's a muddy, mucky mess, so my brand new shoes are already wet and muddy. It felt very weird to get back on trail after 10 days, a wonderful 10 days off in Washington, D.C. with my wife, Jenny. Don't know how many miles I'm going to do today, probably around 14 or 15, and hopefully find a shelter that has some room in it. If not, tent out and get back into the routine of taking my wet clothes off and wait until my skin dries and then getting warm and snugly underneath my quilt inside my tent. So we're back into the routine and I'm making my way north. Should be in Harper's Ferry in a few days. Good morning. Saturday, June 23rd, day 74. Well, yesterday never got out of the 60s, so it was kind of cold, and it rained all day. And being off trail for 10 days, my muscles were really sore. My feet, my ankle joints, my hip joints, knee joints, you name it. So boy, it sure felt good to crawl into bed and get warm. Take off my wet clothes. I only got about 16 miles in yesterday. I'm hoping to do 20 today, and that'll leave me, I don't know, around 18, I think, to get into Harper's Ferry. Good news is it's not raining today. It's supposed to thunder shower, and then Sunday's supposed to be even a better day with even less rain, so I will hope for the best. Trail was kind of overgrown and brushy this morning, so I got all wet and crashing through that, but now I'm in a state park, I think Big Meadows State Park, so it's better maintained. And I got the roller coaster coming up. It's a series of 1,000-foot ups and downs. There's too numerous to count. I'll maybe look at the book and count how many there are tonight when I get to camp. Trying to get 20.7 miles to a communications tower. There's a little side trail with some camping along there. All sorts of signage in this park, so it's very hard to get lost. Well, the roller coaster is kicking my behind. It's 13 miles long and there's like 11 hills to go up and down. And not only that, but the trail is like this. This is like a 45-degree angle right there. So I planned on doing 20.7, but I'll be lucky if I can get 16 in about 13 hours by the time it gets dark. Hey. And it's a good thing that you can't smell anything on this video, because I smell bad, and if I can smell me, everybody else can too. Good news is I got some Trail Magic not too long ago. I stayed there about a half an hour since my day is kind of shot anyway. Had a delicious cola and some tomatoes and some carrots. So that was one little bright spot in an otherwise disappointing day. Back to the uphill rocks so I can get to the top and do the downhill rocks. Sunday, June 24th, day 75. It's 8:09 in the morning. I'm about 20 miles from town. Still don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm doing the roller coaster. Just came across my first view of the day. Off I go. Never again, thank you very much. A 13-mile roller coaster, that's just too much fun. Morning, June 25th. Supposed to be nice weather, no rain next couple days. Oh, that is welcome news. That last video was the swollen Shenandoah River. That's what happens when it rains virtually every day in May and every day in June. So I'm out of Virginia. I'm in West Virginia right now, soon to be in Pennsylvania. So all I have to say is, yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus, but this year, because of all the rain and because of my stolen camera, you're just getting a lump of coal in your stocking. Sorry. Right now I am on the Blue Blaze Trail to the ATC, the Appalachian Trail Conservancy in Harpers Ferry. It's about a 0.25 mile detour off the Appalachian Trail, and go to register and have my photo taken and then get back to it. My right knee is very swollen. I think it's just because of leg cramps. My calf was cramping up when I was off the trail, so just got to keep it really stretched out and keep an eye on it. But I was very tempted to take a zero at the Quality Inn last night, but I'm resisting the urge and moving on. Good morning. Yep, it's still morning, about 11:30. I got started at 6:45 this morning, but I'm calculating things from 6:30 to make it easier. Plus, at 8 a.m. I took about a half-hour break at a state park to avail myself of the restroom facilities and to get some water and to eat a snack. But despite that, I am maintaining a 2-mile average. I just checked at 11:30 and I've gone 10.1 from the Dahlgren backpack camp where I was last night. So that's good. It's a nice day. Doesn't feel as hot as it was supposed to be. There was a nice breeze blowing this morning, but even now that the breeze has died down in the shade of the trees, it doesn't feel too bad. Today is my mother's 91st birthday. Happy birthday. I sent her, tried to send her an e-card the other day, but it didn't really work on my phone, so I sent her a plain old email. Today is day 77 on the trail. I have 2 days of food to get me into Waynesboro. And you're probably thinking, wait a minute, weren't you already in Waynesboro, Virginia? Yes, but this is Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, which I believe will be my 7th state. Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and now I will be entering Pennsylvania. I'm in Maryland right now. Woo! I got through Harpers Ferry, which is kind of the unofficial halfway point, but I don't hit the actual halfway point until 1095.1, which will be, I don't know, sometime in the next couple days. So, things are going well. Got some physical ailments that are kind of slowing me down sometimes, but not enough to make me quit. I'm just hoping they get better. It's been a pretty easy trail today, which is why I'm able to keep my average. Been a lot of day hikers headed to Annapolis Rocks from both directions, but mostly the other direction. After I pass the rocks, I haven't really seen all that many people. I'm either trying to get to about 18 miles, or if I'm feeling it, I'll go 24 miles, and then I won't have as much to get me into Waynesboro. I can actually go to the second exit point to Waynesboro, which is a highway about 4 miles up from where the first one is, get me a little farther down the road. I was going to try to push to Fayetteville and rent a car and take a 0 day and go see the Shanksville Memorial, but I don't have enough food to get me to Fayetteville, and I really can't afford to take another 0 day after taking 10 days off the trail. So I think I'm going to have to bypass that, make that a future hike when I hike when and if I hike the 911 trail. You can look up the information at 911trail.org. Hey y'all, I just passed the Mason-Dixon line, so I guess now I'm on the Appalachian Trail, not the Appalachian Trail. Went 24 miles today. I have about 0.8 miles to go to get to the tent site, and then tomorrow morning it's just a short jaunt. Actually, on my phone app it says 2.9 miles. I thought it was more like 8 or something. I think this is one of those cases where the paper guide and the phone do not agree. So anyway, should be in town early and hopefully get a room. I'll either stay at the Cobblestone Inn, which is close to shopping at Walmart, or I'll stay at the Days Inn, which is close to a laundromat. So we shall see. I'll update you later. This is urban hiking at its finest. I believe this is Penmar Road, one of the ways to get into town. And there's another highway, Pennsylvania 16, which is the one I'm going to go to. A little easier to get in town that way. More later. Wednesday, June 27th, day 78. I'm at the Cobblestone Inn. This will be my last video of this series, and then I'll hit it again tomorrow when I get back to the trail.